Look at that volume. Really not want to start to roll over. I have no doubt that the way the market's down trending, it may definitely end back up at 29 even. Or maybe close a little bit higher between that and 29.50-ish. Either way, we'll see. Well, let's see. What's going on, guys? I'm already live over here. Already watching this market. Hope you guys' day is going well. Uncle Jocelyn, Power and Profit to the family. EM Hotel, Shalom, the whole nine. You know, Wakanda. All right, the whole nine. Welcome, guys. Just kind of getting back at the, at the helm of my little seat here. Been busy all morning, running around. Obviously, like always, got up and set my little trades in motion, and got on my way. Set my little stop losses here and there, and the one that I didn't set the stop loss on was the one I should have. Obviously, because it was IPO, the DropBox. I was very excited about the IPO. Still am, obviously. But I did the wrong thing. I actually took a market order and left. I was thinking that either way, because I know IPOs are weird. I did the same thing with Snapchat. Well, not necessarily the same thing, but when I bought Snapchat when they IPO, I caught it at a very low price. That ain't real cool. And but even though I did market order then, I was available there to do it. And being I did it through pretty much my Comex, or excuse me, my trading or whatever account, their value of the market order was totally different. Being this IPO is it has no previous history, so the spread pretty much, or the bid and ask, was kind of I don't know, weird for some way. And the doggone thing filled me at a peak asking price that someone had already kind of put into the into the level 2 before the stock didn't even go up that high. So it filled me literally at $32.91 for 300 shares, guys. I was trying to get filled, between 21, which was obviously showing on most people's screens when they were trying to get the IPO adjusted, between that and like 27. Even though we know it opened up at 29, in the event that it didn't fill, I said, what, anything else, it'll either cancel out my order, it'll fill me right over, right at the point where the stock opens up and starts to move it. Right, I was at that point because market ordered in, people coming in. But I was like anything, the volume was so flux and just full, the thing just took off. But again, it filled me at 32.90. Either glitch or it purposely did that for some crazy person put in. That's what they were trying to sell their particular shares for in the event that the stock gets up that high. And again, I was gone, handling business, whatever. Come back, and I was like down like $900 some odd dollars in the IPO, when I should have been up, at least, 200-300, somewhere around there. Being I got filled anywhere between the 29 when it spiked like 31 and some change, 30, somewhere around there. I had to go back and look at the chart to see if it did get up 32.90, but I don't think it did. Right, because I was peeking in it on my Robinhood, so to speak, off and on. But anyway, hey, growing pains, learning pains, right? It's all part of the game. But ultimately in the end, taking that, that L was like stupid, because I didn't want to have no kind of major L's. Yesterday I was had a very, very good day. Over 5,000 in terms of unrealized, end up netting around the 2,000 change, somewhere around there. When it's all said and done, had a couple swing trades. Well, let me see. Facebook, obviously, I know I'm still shorting Facebook from near 172. I think I had like what? Is it like 200 shares? Yeah, 200 shares. Still short RKDA. I was short that from 36, I think 36.05, 600 shares. And then obviously I swung a little bit of MU short as well. Obviously I cleared out my SGH swing. Obviously they ended up being not earned. I thought it was going to fold, and it didn't. So I took a loss on that one. And I took a small loss on Nike. I was thinking Nike was still in that kind of, funk, but obviously we know that Asian market sales been doing pretty good, which been carrying the stock. Obviously come out of holiday season, it was, it was ambiguous. I sort of called it too yesterday. I was like, you know what, it could possibly be only because of the fact that it was holiday season. Most retail stocks do really good during the holiday seasons. you know, across the board, global, especially if they have a global market. And I mean, I really was like, man, this thing probably gonna beat. But I took the short side of the house because I felt like, it's been stuck in the funk for a while, and it couldn't break out between the $50 and $60 range for a minute now since it ever fell, since it fell from this so-called race, and the market was already beat up and down. So my mentality was like, hey, even if they probably beat, and if it's by a narrow margin, the market's not going to respect it. It's probably not honor its value, and it's probably going to sell off a little bit, or it'll just go sideways, right? But it jumped up a spike and went up, went the beast and went up like 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, right? So I mean, I think I had like 200 shares, and I think 100 or 200 shares in that one, whatever. But regardless, so that was another little loss. So ultimately, took a loss. Obviously omitting the DropBox loss that I shouldn't have. I should have had no more of a loss, maybe like $700-600, somewhere around there, $700-600 at most. But that ended up turning to like near $1,800, $1,700 loss. All right. So good thing, my other players I had set to that set before I left, they came, they battled me back, and then obviously my rollover with Facebook MU. And the MU RKDA, paying off, obviously, in terms of just smart analytical swing shorts, in that regard. So they're feeding me right now in that regard. So it actually brought me back into, I wasn't red particularly on the day, nothing like that. Open up green anyway. But, shouldn't have just that level of loss, just one of those bad scenarios. But again, that's part of the game, guys, as I always say, be present, being undistracted matters. Right, that should be a T-shirt. Non-distraction matters, something like that. Somewhere out there, y'all can come up with a good term slogan for it. But again, learning moment, very good learning moment. But yeah, that's part of the game. So again, right now, whatever. I'm upset because I hate taking any kind of value loss in that regard. But again, I'm grateful for anything. In terms of the learning value and what I'm doing, going through this, and obviously sharing it with you guys too, but what it does for, making sure you have to tighten down your belt a little bit. So, we just saw Trump come on. So I don't know if you guys will watch. Obviously, I got down in the current events in the description box how, the market kind of turned over. Well, it spiked up actually when Trump went to speak and all that kind of, spending bill talk and whatever the case. And then, the little hype kind of, lasts for a little while. And guess what? Right after that, which I knew was going to happen, it's a Friday. Most people take a profit. They already mad, upset, but the market been down the way it is. People gonna get skittish. They finna start, getting up out of their position. So, as a patient trader would always do, you do not panic. If you have a plan in mind, you do not panic. You let the market unfold and reveal its oyster to you, right? Being you in at a favorable prices or whatever the case, or levels that you probably had in mind you want to be in anyway. So again, it was just a good win-win situation for me in the long run, to be patient, even though I was away from the house anyway. But it paid off, so I'm not gonna complain either way at all. So I'm looking at around about what 43. And obviously, if I go in and lock everything in, now I'm gonna wait a little later. If I lock in everything in now, that's $4,300 some odd dollars. All right. So again, opportunity, guys, what we're here for. All right. So again, welcome to the panel, guys. I'm just looking into the YouTube thing now. So welcome over Gordon. Welcome to the panel. I'm gonna add you guys onto the live stream, the actual Google Hangout panel, so we can actually discuss some trades today too live. You got some trades you got going on, or you just want to discuss current events, what's going on in the market today. You're definitely welcome to come on. I'll add you if you have your email. If I have your email, I should be able to add you. If not, you can probably send it to me if you're on Twitter and don't have link to us on Facebook, whatever. Just post it in my private message and I'll add it there, right? Or you make it add it in the description box here on YouTube, and I'll just add you to the live stream. The panel that we're doing now, so we can speak about the market today. So Deanna, welcome over Brandon Jimerson. Welcome to the panel, family, to the house today. Over there, welcome family. Brother David, welcome over. We got over DeLeon, welcome over, welcome family. I know you guys are busy, got your days going. This Friday, you can be anywhere. You decide to kind of come through, hang out with your brother for a little while. I appreciate you guys as always, man. I'm always humbled and honored by that. And again, it's just about learning and showing some real-time action, let people get acclimated to this this craft of ours. It's unlike anything in the world. If you ask me, there's nothing better out there than what we have. And being as traders, investors, I mean, you find me something better, we can make the capital that we can. at the level we can, then I'm there with you. Even I got other business endeavors going on. I got my own, clothing business thing. Well, my digital Africa products and my health and wealth products and whatever. I do museum tours every now and then too. So again, the market again is a generational wealth builder unlike anything I've ever seen. And I'm mad that it took me this long to really get myself situated into the intraday side of the house. But again, it's never too late. I will be doing this into my 80s and 90s. Yeah, and I will live that long, right? You got me on the camera saying that, right? Health as well. Take care of your health. You can live a life of longevity, right? So obviously, grandpa be like 80, 90 years old with a fresh mind, still getting it in, trading the market, making money for the grandkids when they come over. They come over, granddaddy, I need $1,000, to take my trip down to Puerto Rico for something. Give granddad about 2 hours. I'm gonna go to the market, make that money. If I'll be right back. Tell your grandma go fix me a little, little hemp, a little kale and hemp smoothie too while you at it. Right? I go to the market and make it happen. That's what I'm talking about. Financial freedom. All right, so I'm excited for that. So welcome to the panel, family Hans Basando. Welcome, Basanado. Excuse me, family. I don't want to butcher nobody's names up. Thank you for coming through today. I appreciate your family. Thank you, Hans. Yeah, just open up my screen for guys. Some of you guys may be coming from Discord room. Some of you guys maybe come from Twitter. Whatever the case might, may have already subscribed to me or whatever. But again, just trying to showing, opening up a little bit of my world, showing what I do in the market. Eventually I'm gonna, I'll ramp up my little platform. I'll be able to kind of, go live, have my little camera showing, and then so have my trades going at the same time. And I'm getting there. It takes slowly but surely. I'm just trying to build up my little, I guess, little comfort zone here for you guys. It's like you guys home as well. You always got a place here, guys. I tell you what, I don't have no, no special, requests and all that. You just be respectful. And other than that, man, this is, Sukasa, Mikasa, Sukasa, all that. Y'all get it. La Familia, the whole nine. All right. So I hope you guys, like I said, been doing well today. So I'm going to start adding some of you guys to the panel. So let's see. If you guys want to come on and be able to speak live on the panel, get your email in there. I see you right here as well already, Brother DeLeon. I'm going to get yours here. I'm going to add you. You guys can come on live and speak about, again, the market and, what you like about today and what you maybe traded today or would have liked to trade or, thought about trading or, whatever the case. But either way, it's a good opportunity, like I say, for us to kind of just, be with one another and, go through these natural progressions, so to speak. Let me see if I have that one. I think I have his. Okay, yeah. So Brother yep, I got you here. Brother Goran, got you. All right, so let's see. We got my brother Derek in the house. So you definitely welcome. Now, even if you don't have to, come on and speak or whatever, I'm just adding you guys on GP in the event, something may cross your mind or whatever the case, and you may want to hop on and, just kind of speak about, the market today or, something in general. It can just be regular current events, regardless of, although we are, investors and traders, we know that, current events, stuff like that kind of move our, our P&L. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff that goes on around the world too that also ties into what we do when we trade these global financial markets. So it all, it's all relevant. It's all very relevant if you ask me. So as a person that loves intel and good information, I'm there. So I sent the link out to some of you guys. So I think for now, I'm gonna add you too as well. Yeah, Brother Hans, I'm gonna add you right now as well. All right, awesome. All right, so I added so far Brother Gordon, Brother Derek, Brother David, and also my brother DeLeon. I already sent the link out to you guys, so you should have it in your email or something to that level where you should be able to see it. And if you don't see it, let me know. But once Google sends it out, it's it's pretty much easy to get to. I don't think they send Google, especially if you have a Gmail account, they won't send something like this to like a junk mail because they'll see it as a a natural sender. Like a peer-to-peer scenario. But even if you do have problems with that, let me know, and we'll work that out for you guys as well. So I'm gonna snatch up the link as well. So I'm gonna go add it in a few other, like in other little Discord rooms or whatnot. So just in case a few people want to get on. Like I said, I'm not just looking to just kind of have a gazillion people, but y'all know, I mean, just we just going through our progression, sharing our day, watching the market kind of go down live. And going into the close here, we're getting ready to hit power hour in about 8 minutes here. And from there, we'll kind of see how the market's going to respond. You know, we'll trade it accordingly, obviously. But, you know, other than that, you know, just excited, like I said, to be here and, you know, offer this opportunity. Obviously, this is therapy for me. I've been having a lot going on with this past, you know, three weeks and so forth. Myself personally, testing little moments here and there. But again, you know, I'll make the best of it. You know, in terms of pressure, it's none. It's more just learn how to, you know, get your stuff, you know, reorganize and get back at it. You know, so you know, as always, you know, thank you guys for stopping by. So yeah, come on in, guys, and jump on the panel if you can. If you can, I know you guys, some of you guys might be on the job or whatnot, so you can't really, you know, you know, spend that time and you know, and speak and whatnot. But if you can, come on through. You know, your brother got your back here. You know, we can build here. We can build. We can build. We can build. All right. So yeah. So like I say, if you guys took any trades today, definitely you can post them in the you know, in the back chat in the YouTube world. Definitely, you know, post it in there as well. And you know, we can discuss that as well, and let's, you know, like I say, find out what's been going on. You know, with your day pretty much. And discuss this old crazy bipolar market. It's not so much bipolar that we know it's already going to be in this trend, because once again, you can kind of plot the market. I mean, it's not like we don't understand this stuff at this point. I mean, we're intelligent people at this point. If you're trading the market, you know, for a little while and know how to really analyze, you know, kind of one thing from the next. But again, you know, this is what we do. You know, in terms of that, this is a part of our craft. It's a part of our daily ritual with information and you know, and things that we do from, you know, from one to the next in terms of different assets, how we analyze it, and the market as a whole. We have to be on top of our game, right? This is not a lazy man's game, as I always say, and you guys know this too. So you got to be sharp, you know, and about what, you know, about the things that we, you know, we interpret in terms of data and, you know, charts and information and so forth on and so forth on. Overall, it's no better scenario out there than what we have at our disposal. Again, take a man from, you know, off the streets, literally, you can teach him a craft like this, you know, in a matter of time, you know, he may go from, may end up be homeless, and a year later, you know, he's in a, you know, 6-figure home, you know, whatever the case, getting it in, you know. Seriously, this is the true rags and riches reality. No matter where you are, Ivy League or, you know, vocational school, doesn't matter. All this stuff matters not. It's about how you interpret data, how you know, how you're able to kind of, you know, make intuitive decisions on the fly. You know, how witty are you? How, you know, using that kind of, you know, that level of intellectual prowess value to kind of be on point when it comes to, you know, how you look at the market from a consumer standpoint will also determine how well you trade the market, you know, from an investor or trader perspective. A lot of people don't understand that. That's why their psychology is a little bit off, because they're trying to come in from this all, you know, over godly perspective, and it has to be a certain way. And if it don't line up like this, no, that stuff matters not. Price action, you know, decent callus with or without. Even sometimes you have technical breakouts. You're right. You know, so, you know, good investor sentiment, you know, and good pattern chart setup. Hey, you can get it in, you know, literally, you know, and you can find yourself eating, you know, pretty well, you know. So, you know, I always ask people, say, hey, you know, find me something better, man. I'm there. I will be right there with you. Like I said, I don't mind. I love opportunity. So you guys tell me something good, I'm there. All right. So yeah. Welcome to the panel. I see people just stopping there. So Mr. Barrico 2000, welcome to the panel, family. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm honored. I'm honored. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Sister Maria, thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming by. I'm honored. Just sharing the market real quick. So if you guys got any trades, also you want to come on, speak live too, I'm opening up the panel so you guys can come on live on the live stream here and speak if you want. I sent the link out to you guys. So if you haven't got the link, let me know. But I did send it out. So if you guys want to jump on and speak about your day in terms of the market or just, you know, current events as a whole, post your email. You know, if you can, if you don't want to, you know, put it out there for everybody, you can just, you know, matter of fact, I'll send you my email here. You can send it to me privately, and I'll add you onto the panel. So, you know, we can watch the market going to the close here. We're getting ready to hit power hour in about 3 minutes here. And, you know, we can kind of see how the market's going to respond. We know it's kind of pulling back, even though after, you know, we had Trump come on and kind of give his little spiel about the spending bill, that $1.3 trillion that they did to keep the government from shutting down. Obviously, stuff like that affects me too, because obviously you guys know, my situation, my Eva, she's military, and just beyond that, the private contracts, all the people that's working on this government, reality they have to deal with, every day. They're not sure if this Congress, and Senate, all these people going okay them a paycheck pretty much, which affects people's bottom line. And you don't get paid when that government shuts down. And like I said, that stuff can affect our family and so forth on. So it's important that we kind of, be on top of current events. And that's what I love about investing. Again, it puts us in the game in terms of understanding, how the political climate works, so to speak, in a lot of ways. We have to be sharp at this, right? So that way we can, make good decisions when it comes to trading. All right. So again, you guys want to come on the panel, post your email. Or if you didn't get the link, let me know. I'll add it. So you guys are definitely welcome to come on, like I said, and build on your day. Speak about what you saw. What's whatever. What trades you got going on right now, and how you can benefit from them, and so forth and so on. So I'm just going to send out the link, to a few of you guys. So right now, the market's doing exactly what I thought it was. I mean, I planned it to be 100% like I thought it would be. And right now it's turning over. Sorry. So now, once again, had my little kind of bad mishap loss this morning. For you guys just getting in, I had a little ugly loss with the IPO and DropBox. I took a micro order in on through my broker, thinking it's going to feel me whenever the price opened up. But they put me at an ask price that someone set in to sell their price, and they literally filled me at $32.91 with 300 shares. And I was trying to get filled anywhere between 21 and 27, even though it opened up at 29 for 300 shares at that opening, market value price would market me in, because I was away from my computer and my desk. I just set my trade and I left, had business to take care, and it filled me at $32.91, which opened me up for a loss of near $1,000. So I was down $1,000 when I came back in. On top, like I said, I had a bad swing in SGH and Nike, which wasn't necessarily major losses. Just, I took a chance on their earnings. Even though I called them right, just the market, I thought the market was going to respond different and towards the sentiment was already bearish. But, that put me at like a $1,700 loss. But, I'm not going to complain, because right now, just looking at the P&L right over here, rolling over here, we at 5,000 now. Matter of fact, I'll share my screen real quick here. Give me a second real quick here. Again, if you guys want to jump on the panel, post your emails, or, email me. I sent my email on the back link there. I add you on. You can kind of discuss your trades for the day, what you got going on, and, pretty much, how the market's moving. So I see somebody also asked about any swing trades. I always take my swing trades at the end of the day, roughly between, I always wait for 320 and like 350 before I take a swing trade, because then I need to find out how the market's going to respond, right? Because if people sell off at the end of the day, or people start to reposition their position, their portfolio, or their so-called swing trades during that time frame, meaning they get in at a lower price, because there may be continuation, be a strong catalyst, be the trend right now. First green day, people think it's more room for it to run, earnings or whatnot. So it's always just my opinion from what I've learned in terms of my strategizing value, is that I never take a swing trade, right? Unless I front loaded a lot early and caught the room before the news came out, or there's a level of strong enough catalyst that may boost this stock to kind of run 2 or 3 days by looking through its previous chart history, so forth, and things that nature. Right, so there's a lot of different parameters in that, but pretty sure everybody has their own so-called secret sauce. I have mine. It's been suiting me well thus far, because I'm always learning. All right, you never hit a point where you know it all and learn it all in this game, because if you do, then something wrong. You always learn it in terms of, if you're an investor or a trader. So if someone tells you different, they're lying. I don't care who your favorite guru, whatever the case, they're lying to you. All right, you never get that point where you know it all. All right, so that's awesome. So if you guys took some trades today, post them in the back chat as well. So yeah, definitely NFEC. I've played that stock before. Beautiful run. They just jumped up and start running. And typically that's what I love about sometimes. I hate to say it, because people lose money when the market's selling off big like this, right? People that have like these long-term positions, 401ks, TSPs, Roth, RAs, and all this stuff. Their portfolios are all jacked up a little bit, even though they just had a beautiful year last year. They've been in from last year, they still good, because last year the market was just super bullish. Right, a lot of people made a lot of money in terms of their long-term investments and stuff like that, and so again, they were already up. I mean, if you just look at the market as a whole, you just do the percentage value. Most of these people account portfolios were well up over maybe 20-30% in some cases, maybe a little higher in other people's cases. So you saw your money get a significant increase last year in terms of your retirement and your pensions, right? So again, these little corrections that you have now are starting to test it a little bit, but if you are an independent trader as well and know how to take some of your own capital and trade it under your own auspices, and then these moments, like when you have them, like these little setbacks or pullbacks, you'll know how to hedge your position anyway, right? You should know how to hedge the market anyway. You need to know how to hedge your money anyway, or your retirement portfolio anyway, right? You need to know how to manage your own money, basically what I'm saying. And that's important, right? So, that's why we have these little introduction to investment workshops, the ones that we got going on right now on our side of the house, or just in general, linking up with other people that that are very humble and honest and sincere people that want to share this knowledge in a way where it's going to benefit people, right? And those, your loved ones and your friends around you. Look at DropBox turn it over, guys. Look at DropBox turn it over. Again, and we knew it was going to happen, but again, they got a valuation, open up around 18, 20 bucks, and the stock opened up at 29. So it was already up like 10 extra, 10, 11, 12 extra bucks on the strength of just the implied, sentiment that people were really wanting to trade this stock, right? So even though it's pulling back right now, you ain't losing, well, unless you bought in on the banker side. But if you're a retail investor, yeah, you losing now, because again, we don't get a chance to buy in at those 18 and 29 and 21, $27, same way they do a Snapchat. We got to come in as retail and get the scraps, right? And so right now the thing is pulling back, but it's still up like $8 on the day, even though it's pulling back now. So I'm short right now. I'm short DropBox. I took a loan and I got burnt. A market order in while I was away, and the thing filled me at an unnatural price. I think they mad because I broke the bank yesterday probably, but today again open up with like a $1,700 loss. Most of that was DropBox, but I'm getting some of it back. So I took a short at 29.55, somewhere around. Let me go look at my P&L where I'm at my position to try to recoup some of that back. So yeah, right now I'm up 728 bucks. I'm getting that money back. So I'm up 700 bucks right now on DropBox. Matter of fact, let me share my screen real quick here. I'll share my screen. You guys can see what I'm talking about here. I'm not going to talk to you that, but yeah, you guys welcome to the panel again. Come on to the panel, guys. Speak about. Let's see what you guys got going on with your trades for the day. Just kind of just build a little bit. Let me see here. All right, share screen here. All right, I'm doing this strictly training purposes here, and whatever. Obviously, I'm not a financial broker. I'm not, accredited broker. So obviously, everything I'm offering here is just my opinion. I have that in the description box, my disclaimer. So whatever the case, it's just me sharing, what I'm seeing and how, what I'm witnessing in terms of the market. We know the market's going to pull back very hard. Obviously, you guys know I call Facebook the dump well into the 150s, right? That's why I took my short in Facebook, my swing short, at the 172 level. It's like 170, 177, somewhere around there. So, and I hit it at one point at 172 as well, but I'm holding that short, right? Because I know it's going to go down into the 150s, right? Most people are like, why you ain't covered yet? Like, why would I need to cover? All right, the stock is doing what I plan for it to do. See, right now I'm getting my money back in DropBox up here. The top one up here, this is my DropBox right here. This is my DropBox short right here. See, I was down. I got burnt earlier when they filled me at 32.91. Ungodly. I don't know why they did that to me, but hey, payback, right? I know I didn't complain about it. I went back in the market. I re-strategized. I watched it for a little while. As soon as I got in, a little bit after like 12, 1 o'clock, I had a late day start in terms of being able to watch my trades. I had set some early this morning. I walked away and I set my little stop loss or whatever. Then I came back, so I was down. But anyway, I'm getting that back. See right here, and it's gonna go a little lower too by the looks of things, especially the market's selling off right now. The SPY's pulling back heavy. It's gonna go a little lower. See right here, Facebook dumping, which we knew was gonna happen. We know it's big news to call Facebook to sell off anyway, right? That's a real big news. People they're trying to make the news seem as if it's not that serious, but that's important. To my data read, people taking your information and selling it to other people. And these people have been complicit at doing that for the longest, but they give everybody all this kind of, run around and problems when it comes to their platform on a daily anyway. And just the overall content that they allow on there from day to day and the different, groups on there and all kind of, hate. It's just a ratchet little thing. But here's what's interesting, what makes it a very sad situation, guys. Outside of this, we don't have really nothing else in terms of social media. Obviously, I'm not a big Facebook fan anyway. I only use it for business purposes and connecting with a few family members here and there, but I don't be on there like most people are in there religiously. I can care less about it if it crashed and burned yesterday. But again, there's a lot of ratchet stuff that was going on through there, and it's catching up with Mark Zuckerberg now. Finally, selling the ass to Russia so they can put out their propaganda, the shape the election, which Trump still escaped, tap dance around every day, but he's going to have to face that music one day, and he's got to deal with that. All right, so we're watching that the inverse is that what? It's selling off. So in these moments, you need to know how to capitalize on this. Take a short position or buy the puts, right, on the option side of the house, right? It's money to be made, right, up or down, right? Never be a perma bull, never be a perma bear. I mean, a permanent bull or a permanent bear. You only buy one side of the house. That makes no sense. You're an opportunist. You're an investor. You're a trader. You're looking for price action. You're looking for money, right? You're looking for any time that the market gives you a scenario. You analyze a problem. You need to be ready to capitalize on it, right? So again, we're finna watch a little so-called short-term history. Facebook finna finally get back down into the 150s. And I called it literally 3 days ago. I think 3 or 4 days ago. I was like, you know what, this thing going down in the 150s. Period. And it's go to my stock twits. You'll see. Go to my stock twits. You guys have stock twits, and go look at my posts I've been posting about Facebook over the past, literally 5 or 6 days. You'll see exactly what I've been saying, and it's paying off like I thought it would. And I've been riding it up and down before I took my big short, recently 2 days ago, because I knew at this point it was in that trend where the news was just too strong to kind of, keep it from falling, right? Falling is low-called grace. Right. So again, right now, hey, just turn it over. Right. Outside of that bad loss, they burnt me with at the IPO, and I wouldn't be down these little $1,700. It should be easily, 6,700, at least 6,000 some odd change right here. But where did the market turn over here? It might just be a $6,000, moment here. So we'll see. All right. So again, it's part of what we do. It's the market, right? We're opportunities. We trade for to get it in. Right. So. I'm excited, regardless, humble as always, definitely, but, it's what we do, guys, is what we do. So, yes, that's it. So let me I'll stop for a second. I'll reshare it again in a second here. But again, if you guys want to jump on the panel, let me know. Post your email. Let me know if you got it. Let me go over to YouTube so I can see if you guys got anything you can see here. Yeah. So welcome, Iyabo Kiana. Welcome, my esteemed, beautiful Iyabo. Welcome to the panel. Welcome to the bill, or welcome to the live stream, so to speak. Just kind of discussing the market going to the close, right? Crazy day, right? And obviously, she's Sister Kiana, she's a Forex trader. So yeah, I know she's been seeing a lot of different flux lately, especially when it comes to the EU, the British pound versus the dollar and the yen, especially, the Japanese. It's a lot of, money being made. The gold prices are kind of all over the place now because the U.S. dollars getting beat up, especially with all this tariff, right? The tariff wars is happening right now with China. Think about that, guys. The majority of the products you guys probably have in your home at some point was probably manufactured in China. We take majority of the imports into this country straight out of China. Whether you like it, hate it, love it, whatever. Because a lot of the manufacturing jobs been gone from the U.S. Keep it 100. Ain't nothing really here being manufactured at that level, mass scale. Right, they shut down. I mean, look at the Rust Belt. They call it the Rust Belt area up there, from Pittsburgh, Ohio, Pennsylvania. All up in that area up in there. It's rusty up in there. All those old factories and mills and shut down. Right, and the country been sold out. Sold a lot of stuff overseas. Right, and because the USD is very volatile. Yesterday, it was very volatile because the market was just it's been selling off. We've been seeing the market in a trend right now. If you go back and look at the just the last 3 months alone. In the market, the SPY or the Dow the last 3 months, you'll see that it's in a bear trend. No matter you get a little spike up and spurts in between, but it's not going to last. It's in a bearish trend right now. There's still some bullish aspects of it, but don't get it twisted. The market as in this little small interim is in a very it's in a bearish trend, and you have to trade under that mentality where you can be protected. And you should trade like that anyway, right? Especially if you're going long, if you're a bull. Right, because you need to be making sure that you don't go out, go into the market with delusion and grandeur, taking these old big positions without having a plan in mind, and then think you can just walk away from it and just let it roll over. Go to the so-called quote unquote moon. You come back and find out the thing went straight to Saturn somewhere. Right, it went to the core of the Earth. Right, so again, make your trades according to what how the market is responding. Right, so investor sentiment, overall market, analysis every day. We go through these natural progressions for that reason. Technical analysis, fundamental, all that stuff matter, but just knowing that just some good basic current events and fundamentals matter. Right. So again, China clapped back today. I don't know if you guys saw it, but China clapped back with a $3 billion tariff against U.S. Imports. So they can hit us with a $3 billion, in terms of us, meaning this country, with a $3 billion tariff taxation on products going into China. This is the dirty game you play when you start messing with a country, so to speak, that actually owns a lot of the U.S. debt anyway. This country is barely able to even still function only because it has partnerships with people like, like a lot of the Asian countries, because they bought up a lot of U.S. debt. I think China is the biggest holder of a lot of U.S. debt. If they ever come to collect, and I mean, they took it really there from a undiplomatic perspective, it can get really ugly. It can get really ugly, guys. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, truth be told, let's keep it 100. Right? If you're on top of your political game, it can get very ugly for this country. Right? So, I think it's just important that we realize, that, we can't, once again, be running around here putting all our trust and hopes and dreams and whatever into, in the hands of everybody else. And the same thing when you got a job, like a job scenario. Y'all know how, when it comes to jobs, how I feel about that. You don't give the best of you every single day to somebody else to build their dreams, hopes, and goals. And you just going along with a smile on your face like it's the best thing ever. No, it helps feed you and sustain you, but you're worth a lot more. You're deserving of a lot more. You should be thinking of being your own boss anyway. Be your own boss. Right? Stop settling. Right? Especially as an investor and trader, it's the best business on the planet. The best online business in the world is an investor as a trader. You find something better. All right? Overhead, forget about it. Right? Yeah, I mean, what's your overhead? Convince me, some out there that has, the level of, perks that it has in terms of what we have. Obviously, it's not an easy thing to do and you don't know what you're doing, but once you get it, it can be very lucrative. But overall, you have a very, very low overhead, so no big deal. So in terms of, being able to kind of, if you use it right and make the right decisions, then, you can take care of your family with it. You really can, or, you can use it as a supplemental income generator. That's what most people do. They start just using it for supplemental income, generate some supplemental income, right? Eventually it can become primary. As if you guys probably hear me say, supplemental income can become primary if you do it right. Right. So that's important, but again, so watch the market just kind of going to the close. SPY just kind of did like a little dead cat bounce, literally, which I knew that was going to happen at some point because it has to retrace. It was just bleeding so bad, it's like they have to come up for air. Like you've been somebody pressing your head down on the water for so long, and then you have to come up for air for a little bit, right, before they completely drying you out. So we just saw the SPY just literally turn over. We're talking about, literally, this is what chart is this? This is the 5 minute. Yeah, 5 minute. So the 5 minute chart, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like there's 17 5-minute candles that were red on the SPY. I mean, it dropped from the low from yesterday's closing price around this 263.67, and it pulled back all the way down from there, literally about 3 points and change down in there 260. Actually under that, that's giving like near 5 points almost, close to 5 points. Like 4 or 5 points, back-to-back red candles. So now you have like a little retrace going on right now where the market is trying to rebound for fresh air, right? But we know it's short-lived because it's not going to be able to sustain such a heavy sell-off like that. Going into the close of day in the market, when people only know they got 40-something minutes left to trade the market, 45 minutes left to trade. You think it's going to be a lot of aggressive buying going into this in the close with this kind of sentiment in the market? This level of ambiguity, all this kind of looming, issues is going around the world globally. No, people finna protect their positions. So again, if you playing the bottom spikes here, obviously right now they've probably been trying to scalp a few things, but I'm just, obviously since I got the live stream up, I'm being cautious here. Because I could get on my, my sniper mode and try to scalp me a little, little $100 here, $200-300 here, $50 here, whatever, $20, whatever. But that's the market, again. So, we live for these moments. We live for these moments. It's an exciting, it's exhilarating, it's a rush. It's unlike none other that I've ever experienced. There's some other stuff probably, but just the ability to trade or invest in the market and go into the market and take capital away from this global juggernaut machine. For some of you guys that know the stats, right? We're talking well over what? 5.3 to 5.2 trillion dollars moves around the world globally every day. Globally, every day. That means that much money is being transacted around the world globally. All that money is being made, right? And if you're not on this side of the house, meaning the producer, distributor, seller, investor, or trader, that means you're missing out if you're not on this side and being able to procure a lot of wealth or build some wealth for yourself, right? We're not talking about just sitting up riding the clock, at a job, watching the paint dry, at the just over broke, just over barely, right, for the job. But just being in a position alone where we can, take advantage of the opportunity, right? The market feeds us and fuels us, right? And a lot of us are young. Like most of you guys, young people, right? I'm still a young man. I'm probably older than most people on right now is watching. But again, you could take a guy 14, 15 years old, 18, 19 years old, get them going right, change their whole thought process and their prowess and learn how to invest and trade. And you literally set them up for success early. They go through all these stumbling blocks early, learning the market, figuring out. Do you not know by the time they hit 23, 24, 25, you think they're gonna have some problems with learning how to make some money? Majority of these guys probably retiring at age 26, 27, right? We look at people like Stephen Dux, right? For some of you guys know his story. Obviously, he's a part of Properly. I'm not gonna say he was just part of the camp like that, stocks to trade, but he was a part of the Properly when they was kind of just keeping up people trading. Even though Tim Sites tried to, nothing against the, Tim Sites, whatever, but he tried to make it seem like the guy was like somebody that he was just hands on with all. Stephen Dux learned all that stuff on his own, whatever the case. But regardless, man, this guy came into the market. He's a young guy, still in college. Mom, dad set him up with a nice little pension, right? You want to call it that, young man pension for college, a college pension, right? He had parents gave him a loan like $27,000, right? So I think he had his 1 year anniversary. When was it? Limited end of last year, a little bit. I forgot. Whatever the case, but I mean, the guy in 1 year literally, took $27,000 to well over near $1 million. 27 grand into $1 million in less than 1 year. Trading the market under his own, mindset, his own skill set, whatever the case. And you think about that on his own free time, meaning he traded the market on his own free time. You think about stuff like that, right? You like, who else can make that kind of money going to work for somebody else? No one without having all the kind of, mountain of education or so-called what comes with that comes with a mountain of debt, unless you got a free ride, right? Or even if you got a free ride, there's people that's going to bring you in as a partner that early on in the game, right? And put you up at a higher executive seat somewhere, right? Upgrade you with a nice little salary and commission benefit package, values on top of that. And you can find yourself coming in the door, well over 6 figures. We're talking, near 7 figures at the ground level, or you being able to kind of do that in 1 year, right? So again, find me something out there like that, guys. I've searched. I've been there, right? I've been in corporate America. I've been in the military. I've been to college. I've been through these different little aspects, and not against people that are doing. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just saying, in our craft or our profession as investors and traders that trade the global financial market, being inside of it, be it the futures, be it ETLs, options, whatever, forex, crypto. Obviously that's crypto definitely the big new big giant in the house, whatever. But common stocks, equity stakes, where we in this position where we can get it in and make this kind of money, and not have to be looking over our shoulder like, man, is they gonna come for me, right? Excuse me, let you don't pay your taxes. Excuse me, your taxes. But obviously, we on top of our game, right? We financially literate, right? If you're an investor, you're a trader, you're not, you're above average person. I don't know if you look at yourself that way, but you are an above average individual intellectually if you are investor, you're in trading. You've been doing this well over a year and you didn't give up. Because what you had to go through to get there, the steps, the due diligence, the sacrifices, the time given that you had to put in the work to learn is not, it's an ongoing process by all intents and purposes. But however, you are an above average individual. Don't let nobody tell you different. Don't let nobody come to you telling you gambling and you don't know what you're doing. That's hogwash. That's because they living in fear, right? They like being stuck to the ball and chain of life, just over broke, thinking they got job security, afraid to believe in themselves, right? So again, that's why they're at a certain level or a certain strata of income, generating income, because there is waiting on somebody else to pay them. I'm like, why? Why not learn other things too? Learn, how to have 2 or 3 different incomes coming in anyway. Why wouldn't you? right? So, you know, people that don't think this way, I don't. For me, I just don't understand it. You know, and I don't. Like I said, I know it's not for everybody. Possibly, I get it. But who don't like, you know, being able to produce income? Who wouldn't rather use their mental muscle as opposed to their elbows, knees, and backs, you know, blowing out their body, you know, when they can use their mental muscle, just, you know, some knowledge, right? And go into the market and get a bag every day, right? Again, somebody, you know, fill me in if I'm looking at it from a different, you know, I'm looking at it wrong. Again, what all we need to get started, right? I've said this a million times, but I like to keep reiterating that. All you need is what? Laptop, Wi-Fi, cell phone, computer, right? Initial capital to put down and some knowledge. That's all you need. It's the best online business ever. And you can do this anywhere around the world, as long as the market's open. You know, so on vacation, you're making money. Hanging out, you know, with the kids at the park, you're making money. On the way to work, on the train, bus, commuting, you making money. While you sleep, you making money. You know, so opportunity is there. You know, so I enjoy it, man. I'm sure you guys do as well, man. That's why you guys, you guys are in this craft as well. You know, you're in it for, you know, be it the long haul, or you just might just be in it for a little moment to kind of build up you some money and move on. And that's fine. Like I said, but the one thing about it, once you learn this enough to know how to go through the basics and figure out how to get through that, you're pretty much set for life. Meaning you can come back into the market at any given time, know what's going on, know how to get through the data value, understand what's going on, and get it done, and still make money. You know, so again, we're in a small little group. We're in a small group, guys. We're in a small bubble of people that actually invest. So right now we got about 18, 20 some odd people watching, maybe whatever here and there. If I was to ask each and every one of you guys individually, how many of your people that's your closest friends or family members that actually trade and invest in the market too? For some of you guys are going to be crickets. So that means you are an exceptional person. Like I said, you're an above average exceptional person. It's in that knowledge alone. Because any given day, you can be up, you can wake up, five digits, 5 digits more what? Richer. 6 digits more richer. Literally one trade can do that. We see traders do that every day, at some points, from different aspects, 5 digits, 6 digits, 4 digits, whatever. But any given day, you can wake up and be like, hey, my tax bracket just changed. Get excited, right? So that should be motivating, it should be very motivating for you guys, and that's why I love it, so again, that's why we're here, to learn this and grow from this, right? So with Sister Keon, you said you made a nice play on the euro versus the Japanese yen. Yeah, beautiful, $300 on a small trade. $300 you had before you woke up that same day. When you woke up that morning, you didn't know it was going to be that or not. You might have had an idea that you might have kind of, could have did some beautiful day, but that $300 more you got, to enjoy your life with than you had the day before. And you did nothing by pushing some buttons and having some knowledge. You put your money to work. Your money becomes your soldiers, pretty much. Your money. Look at it this way, guys. I love breaking down different analogies and the psychology of trading. That's why I love trading, because it's a psychology game, right? Your money are pretty much as your employees. You are a boss. Your money is your employees. How well you treat your employees determine how well your company is going to be ran. End of discussion. Drops mic. The way that you treat your employees determine how well your company is going to sustain, or if it's going to fold and crumble tomorrow and go out of business. So if you make those kind of decisions, those choices that's going to be put your money at a lot of high risk values, then eventually your company is going to shut down. And you're going to find yourself working for somebody else. So whatever the case, y'all get my point. So you need to treat your money just like that. Like it's an asset. It's a tool. It's a resource. It's not just money. So frivolous spending becomes like, no, I don't want to spend my money on frivolous trash. I'd rather use that money to invest and trade. Even in the event you take a loss here and there, you learned a lot from that moment, though. You learn how to not lose like that again, per se, if you, dotting your I's and crossing your T's. It's the experience. Right? So, that's why, like I said, we have these conversations. That's why when we watch the market live and we kind of analyze this stuff, it's good that you be around other people just like you, brothers and sisters just like you, thinking on the same paradigm of profits just like you, because y'all know it's lonely when you the only one in your circle that trades the market. You trying to have a conversation with them about market stuff and market analysis and opportunity. They look at you like, man, what time is beer 30? What time the basketball game coming on? The trivia stuff. And what the entertainment at? What is stuff to keep me, inebriated and sleep on the job where I have to worry about this? Where my escapism at? They're looking for escapism. You're looking for what? A bag. Diametrically opposed. Over here, money. Right? Over here, money. Over here, escapism. Or comfort. Quote unquote, what they consider to be comfort. But again, this is why we're here. We're here to do some extraordinary things, you know what I'm saying, and be in a small little group. 90% of traders lose money, 10% make money, right? Here's what's interesting even about that stat. That 90% also includes people that don't even invest in the market. Let that marinate. Meaning they're not people that that do not invest in the market. They actually losing money. They're losing money. Because anytime they're set in a salary or a certain parameter of income coming in is based on them, kind of like a Social Security, they capped out. So I mean, they spend a little bit over their, income value that's coming in or their budget value. That means they're in the hole. And they have no other supplemental income coming in. That means they're that much more in the hole. Which means they have to work twice as much harder, overtime, all the other stuff, time and a half, to work themselves back out of the hole. So you're in the deficit every single day when you're in a job and you are barely, getting by, or your means to sustain you is barely keeping you above water. Meaning you one bad setback away, one bad sickness that'll set you back, one bad so-called emergency that will probably put you in back in the red. With no other means of being able to get some money. So whatever. Right. But this is why, like I said, we do what we do as investors and traders. You gotta love this, man. You guys gotta love this. I don't see why you wouldn't. And you need to be teaching everybody around you how to do the same thing. If you're not, shame on you. You need to be teaching everybody this craft. Why wouldn't you? Wouldn't it be better to have a group of friends and peers around you that all got money, as opposed to you being the only one with the bread or the bag every day? So when you're making so-called big boy moves or big girl moves, you move in unison with people that, pretty much in that same lane as you do. Or as, we used to walk around saying, hey, man, you go to your buddy, hey, man, let me get 10,000 from you real quick, man. I mean, I got it. I just got my position right there. And they'd be like, hey, that's all you need? Let me take 12, man. 2,000 on you. That's on me, man. Because you awesome. I know you're going to give it back. You get back probably 2-3 days the way you be beasting in the market, or the way you handle it, get it in, That's what I'm talking about. That should be exciting to you guys. Again, building generation wealth. So again, this is kind of going through the panel of questions. So kind of see what's going on. SPY bouncing around, SPY all over the place. Right? Go back and look at the SPY once again on 3-month chart. Right? Last little 90 days. That'll give you some indication once again where this market's been. We talking about January, closing out the last year, the Q4 of the last year. Right? Saw a lot of a very unbelievable bullish market last year. Just forget about it. Bullish just tore up to the upside, made all kinds of money. January comes in, and certainly comes in. The 1-year honeymoon anniversary for Trump is over. Now it's starting to get real. A lot of these companies went out there and acquiesced all these different mergers and bought stuff and got all this America great again. And guess what? Ain't nobody there to buy them goods. Ain't nobody there to take them PO orders. Right? So they got all this inventory, all this merch, and ain't nobody out there to buy it. So a lot of them are starting to default now. Okay, let's do the stock buyback, or let's do the tax bill. Tax bill end up coming later than they need have. So that kind of so-called quote unquote, gave some of these companies a breath of fresh air. But guess what they also did? They ended up hustling people on the job side, on the employee side. So when they start paying out those bonuses, not again, it's still good to receive a bonus. But guess what happens when your company gives you a bonus on a big tax write-off budget amendment they get on their books? What they did, they redistributed what? The debt back to you guys. I mean, you have to pay the tax on that money. And then they win twofold by taking the tax over the overall company and off the charitable contribution that they gave you in terms of bonus surplus. Hustled us. For those that obviously work the job, I don't, but y'all get my point. But again, still free $2,000, $1,000 that you got, but you still ain't have to pay the tax on that money out of your purse. Why not the company just, give it away in the charitable aspect more or less, and then not worry about, and they foot the bill of the tax. But they didn't, right? This man's a lot of stuff we need to be on top of. But again, that's why we're here. That's why we learn. That's why every day is a journey and it's not a sprint. Right. So again, I'm excited just with that, the fact that we're here and we're doing something like this that's extraordinary, unlike anything out there in the world. And you can literally go around your friends, you know, 18, 19 years old, 21 years old, and they're like, hey man, what you do, man? What you do for a living? What you got going on right now? Where you work at? Right. That's what they pretty much ask you where you work at, because they can't see you being your own boss. Right. They look at you kind of, you know, it's not voluntary in some cases, but it's kind of condescending. Like, man, where you work at? I work for myself. Really? What do you do? I'm an investor and trader. Yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Or what's that like? You know, it coming out now. Here come the condescension, so to speak. Yeah, but they don't realize, you know, any given day, you know, whenever the market is given in the way that it is, be up or down, you know, you can make their entire, you know, weekly little paycheck that they got from working at Mr. Charlie, for Mr. Charlie on the job. You can make that literally in a day, or an hour, or in 2 or 3 minutes, or in 1 5-minute candle. In one trade. So y'all know me, I'm a big advocate of always breaking that analogy down for you guys to realize how important, how powerful we are as investors and traders if we know what we're doing and doing it right. That, you know, literally when you got people come around that's been in school, once again, nothing against people that's going through that. I've been there myself. Right. But, you know, they're excited because they got the little, you know, pig skin, and they got all this debt behind all this so-called, you know, little godliness of their little so-called little degrees. And they say, man, I make this much money an hour. You know, I make like 40, 50 bucks an hour. You know, I make, you know, $70 an hour. You know, some of you guys may know people that make $70 an hour. You know, we make $70 in literally 2 or 3 minutes in one trade with the right amount of enough leverage. And we did that in like a minute, 2 minutes, through 2 or 3 minutes. And we did it under our own time. We make that money, we shut down, we done for the day. Somebody else, you know, got to sit there and ride the paint, ride the clock, so to speak, ride the pine from a football player, ride the pine for 8, 9 hours. Can't even really get in the real game of life, right? You on the job, you're on the worker bee side of the house. You know, we talking about the real game of life is being able to move under your own time. When you wake up inside, you know, I'm gonna fly across, you know, to the West Coast today, hang out with my buddy, and make it back over before, you know, the market closes, or enough time to, you know, make it back over and pick up the, you know, the little one from the daycare. Freedom, financial freedom, so to speak, right? Having that ability to move under your own time and your own dime. Just the mere thought of that alone should, you know, invigorate you guys to want to learn this, because you know as well I know, because y'all sit in these trade rooms, y'all sit in these Discord, y'all be on Twitter, y'all be on StockTwitch, y'all be on these social sites, seeing people making this money, all kinds of money, and then you look at a lot of your friends and peers around you that's once again on a job, you know, complaining, disgruntled, upset, you know, everything else under the sun. And then they're waiting at the end of the week or every 2 weeks to get a little paycheck, only to kind of be disappointed by it anyway, when they already know what they're going to get anyway. Right? Fake outrage, right? But doing nothing to change that scenario, that status quo. Being stuck in the box, right? You know, don't know how to take money that they're getting from that scenario and put it to work. Right? That's important. I literally want you guys to realize this. You are the author. You are the captain. You are, quote unquote, no pun intended, you are your God that you're searching for. You stop looking for everything outside of you and realize you are it. And if you think under that mentality, you'll conduct yourself and move under that energy as such. Dignity, integrity, honor, respect, regardless. Because what that does is shapes your mindset to say, you know what, I got to be on top of my game every single day, right? Because I don't want to be misconstrued or be seeing somebody that I'm not, right? Everything I do needs to be what? In a winning mode. I want to be a winner in every aspect of my life, right? By having good energy around you. Once again, not all that negative stuff. Once again, we all been there. You know, we have a little ratchetness. Everybody got a little ratchetness in them. I get it. It's part of life. You know, you got your good side and your bad side, whatever the case. Everybody has that, but it's about balance, right? That homeostasis, right? That equilibrium, right? A good circadian rhythm, right? When the body in a good, you know, humming like a, you know, a 550 big block, right? And on the 69 Chevelle, right? Well, you got a big 550 in that thing, and and you crank it up and it get the purring and growling at the same time. Let that marinate, purring and growling at the same time, because you know it's a monster underneath that engine. Well, your engine, the monster underneath your shell, is your what? Your brain and your heart. And if those two things working in tandem, and you are taking your time through understanding what you're doing, especially as an investor trader, there's no reason why you should not be profitable at this. When you learn how to shut down the clutter, declutter those things out your life, and then trade the market as you're supposed to, there's no reason why you shouldn't be profitable. I don't care if it's $2 in the market a day, that's $2 more you had before you woke up. $5, $10, $100, you name it. That's profit. That means you did something that most people can't do, right? Or that are scared to do, so to speak. You know, then you start coming around them looking a little different, and you find out people like, man, you don't hang out with us no more, man. He got out, you know, he do other stuff now. You start taking life serious, because guess what? What you do now is going to determine how you're going to be able to be set up for life in the future or down the road. So you go hard now in this, in learning this and studying and all that stuff. So by the time you hit that age where, you know, you kind of, you know, or that moment where you can like, okay, I burnt all that stuff out myself, now it's time to get down to business, you know, you're good to go. Or meaning, you know, you'll play hard a lot later than you're doing right now. You don't need to be playing hard when you're broke. You need to play hard when you got some money, all right? So you got some resources, basically. So go through the progression, learn what you can, become solid at it, and then, you know, for some of you guys retire at 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, and go live out your life. Go kick your feet up at your parents' house when they didn't retire and work 20, 30 years supporting you and working for the system. And, you know, obviously they did the best they could. We get it. No disrespect to our parents and foreparents, but again, we're in a different generation. Technological revolution is happening. Money is being generated literally overnight. Big time capitalistic society. Values are going down where you can make money, you know, big money overnight. You know, so you show up at their house at 27, 28, and you retired right along with your parents. And then somebody come do a story on y'all. Like, what's wrong with this picture? How is your child retired at 28? And it took you 20, 30 years to get retired. Right? Child did what it's supposed to do, what he or she was supposed to do. They got serious about their life early, as opposed to, you know, making a lot of mistakes that, you know, the parents probably did during their little time, and got about an industry or a certain scenario to boost their what? Their bottom line. You know, so, you know, this stuff is, like I said, to me, it's exciting, man. Just speaking about it, you know, I know I'm kind of all over the place a little bit, but I enjoy these moments, man, because I know, man, this is what we're here for. This is what we're really here for. Let's cut to the crap, man. Let's cut to the chase, man. Why are we really here? We're here to secure a bag. Yeah, it's cool to hang out in these little rooms and chat with people and have a little, you know, fun passing time, but we're here for a bag, man. You're here to make some money. So people come to you and tell you, man, why they're here, and they give you their reason why they're here. They don't say you're here to make money, man. They lying to you. Ain't nobody here to waste their time. You know, so as soon as they don't, the first thing they come in the office said, I'm here to make money, I'm like, okay, here we go. Give me the spiel about, you know, why you, whatever, and all this. Okay, yeah. But at the end of the day, when you hit that buy button or that sell button, why are you hitting it? It's more than just the experience. You're here for the bag. You're here to secure the bag. You know, so again, you know, get excited, guys. You know, just going to the close. Obviously, you know, I've kind of been roofing here for the last 20, 30 minutes. You know, got these last 20 minutes going to the close here. You know, I don't know where I'm at. Let me go see what my trade's at right now, man. You know, but again, the day was, you know, okay, yeah, as I thought it would be, right? Market getting it in right now. Market getting it in, which I figured it would, right? I mean, it's turning over. A lot of these trades turning over, right? I'm gonna get ready to take a little profit in a minute here, but you know, it's getting it in. You know, it's doing what we thought it would do, you know, so to speak. So I'll share my little screen here for a second. I'm gonna get ready to get my positions kind of cleaned up, going into the close here. But you know, again, this is just learning purposes and training, and you know, we're here to share. Obviously, again, y'all know my scenario. I'm not a credit broker or none of these things, so you know, I don't have the right to tell you when, where, how, to do your money and your trades, whatever. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, again, we're here for the opportunity. All right, so let me look at my positions here. All right, so if you see here, okay, see that's DropBox up here. It's trading. It's starting to go. I mean, it acts like it might want to end up around, you know, low to it. Hit a low there at 28.11. We might get back down. That's why it closed yet. I got that money back. They burnt me. earlier this morning off that old ratchet behind market order. They opened me up with 300 shares and burnt me for like $900, but I'm getting it back. See right here, you know, $900 right here, getting it back. Right. So other little trades going well. This right here was what the GSM. I took this trade right here. You know, the stock was beat up on. Look how it sold off early in the day. Big time drop, right? From near $14 around here, pull back all the way down near the $10, you know. So I saw it hovering around the VWAP line here, kind of barely, you know, showing that it couldn't really make it happen. And you know, because I was, you know, like a short seller, we short nibble at the VWAP line a lot. That's that gun line, the litmus test line. I took my short right there. I think 1160, right? Just took a few shares to make it scalp it. 600 shares, as you see right here, right? $180 right now. You know, that's more money than most people make in 2 or 3 days, man. In some cases. You know what I'm saying? You make that in one trade in a matter of minutes. And I took that trade literally right near 2 o'clock. So we talk about an hour and 15, 20 minutes, I'd have made 100, near $200. Now, cross-reference that to your friends on the job, you know, making a so-called $2,000, $3,000 a week. And I didn't make that in, whatever. Y'all get the point. Moving on, man. So all my trades are going well. We're talking $6,300 right now. It should be up 8,000. Right, or at least 7,000 change. I had that bad loss in DropBox. Janky Joker's got me, but I'm getting it back. I'm getting it back. I short sold that Joker at $29.55, 600 shares or 700 shares. I'm getting it back because I knew it was gonna pull off. You know, pull back. You know, it's opened up already $10 above their valuation, initial valuation. So all that, you know, outside of that is just I'm shorting into the to the counterventionalist money right now. Well, they're the only ones able to buy in at low price. Right, retail had to buy that $29. Right, we got the short end of the stick as we always do. But again, you know, we doing it. You know how to do it right. We'll get it back. Right, so getting it back right here. You know, there's going to be $1,000 trade in a second. All right, because I think it's going to break the low of day. We're already near the lows right now. 28.11. It's going to break that in a minute here. It's going to break it right now. Actually, in this minute here, I'm sitting there speaking about it, but it's going to actually break it right now. It's right at the lows of the day at 28.11. All I need is one big seller here to give up his position here. This thing finna drop below 28.11. And with this, you're finna see this thing definitely go over $1,000 in terms of profit. I mean, it's flirting with it right here. I mean, it's literally people fighting for their lives at the 28.11 mark here. And they start getting ready to roll over. Beautiful short. Took that half dollar mark at 29.55. Saw that weakness. There it is, 28.10. There we go. 29 to 28.05, 28.11. There we go, 28.05. Easy, over $1,000 trade. Got that money back and then a little extra. Right? Watching the market turn over. Get excited. MU, obviously, you know I'm still short MU. That was a small swing. I think like 20, 40 shares in that. I was at Facebook. Y'all know I'm finna sit in Facebook for a minute. I want to see that 150 mark. That's my Facebook short right there at $1,900. Right? Then probably that's the only one I probably leave going. All right, and this is the RKDA trade. I couldn't wait for that thing to roll over. I knew it was going to roll over. Big trade on that one. Took that short at $36, right? 600 shares, right? $3,000 share, $3,000 trade right there. That's literally about a day and a half, 2 day trade, right? You can face DropBox rolling over, right? So again, you know, I got some small position here. This is, I think, that's who is that? That's MU. Then I got Fedex. Y'all know I shorted FedEx. I actually took FedEx long in its earnings, made some money going up. Then I turned around and shorted it down. So this FedEx here, $900 right here, right? And then again, I got GSM right here. So it's rollover now, and there's $200 trade on that one. And I got, I think, what Square. I also shorted Square today. You know, Square opened up, you know, kind of rough. You know, showing that they had some downside, even though they had like a little price target increase, but they still had, you know, some beat up, you know, beat up trend coming to the day. So I took a smallish trade on it, but it's up $126, right? I'm definitely close that out. Matter of fact, I'm going to close out that Square trade right now. Lock in that little $122. I think it's only like what 100 shares, 100 shares. So I'm finna close that out. So appreciate your Square. So cover that short, close that out. I think I'm going to cover that GSM right now. I mean, at this point, I mean, it was just like it was a scalp, you know, quick little scalp, and it's paid off. So you know. No need to kind of sit there and languish in. You know, it could probably pull back way back down to the tens, right? We saw it pull back all the way down to like near $10 and what 20-something cents, right? Could easily get back down there, right? But it's not that big of a deal, you know. It is, you know, in some cases if you're just chasing for, you know, the bigger drop. But for me, you know, again, it's it's experience, you know, and it's about sharing and learning with you guys, and you know, whatever, you know. So we'll close that out. We'll take a little $200 off the table, right? Bird in the hand, beat one in the bush, right? Look at Facebook. Yeah, Facebook, you dumping. All right. So yeah, so Dropbox right now is at 2803, guys. I think we're gonna cover that right now. I got that back. Right. They got me burnt earlier, but I got it back. So that's all I want to see. And it's probably end up going a little lower because right now it's sitting at right at $28, and then once they want to break underneath that, it go down to 27. All right. If it break underneath 28, which is a big wall there, meaning you know this is what the venture capitalists bought in at because we weren't able to buy in at the price. It can get ugly, but you know I'm gonna go and cover that. We're going to cover Dropbox right now. Take that off the table, right? Before we even try to bounce and try to go back up and do all that there. Well, actually, we'll leave 100 shares in it. We'll just leave 100 shares in it. So I cover 600 out of the 700 shares in it, and we'll see what it does. All right, I'm already at 29. I'm well above, you know, well up there at the crest level before, you know, where it broke down at. So I think we'll be fine with that. So what else here? What we have here? We have MU. Yeah, MU could possibly go back down to $54, but not necessarily waiting on it at this point. It done well. It's at $54.50 now. And I showed it into its earnings, and it turned out it paid off. All right. So what we'll do, I have 100 shares short in that. I'll take 100 shares, or excuse me, 50 shares. I'll take half off MU. We'll take half off the table in MU because it possibly can sell off a little bit more because they are definitely in the corrective state. So we'll leave 50 shares short in MU, close out that short, or, you know, take half off of it off the table. Right. So let's see what that puts us now. That puts us at what are they, 50 of it? So we should see where I'm at. Here's that. So that's MU. All right. So I only had like 100 and yeah, I took 50 off, so it should show 50. All right. So let's see. So we'll do Fedex too. Let's clean up Fedex here. So Fedex, we have I think Fedex on like 40 shares. I took some off the table the other day and left 40 in there, and that thing up there at $1,000. So Fedex is definitely selling off right now. So we'll do Fedex. We'll just take half off, right? I mean that's $800. So we'll take half off, leave 20 shares in there because I'm in so high. I think I'm in on Fedex at like what, 251 bucks. Yeah, so we'll take half off. All right, we'll cover some of that off, leave 20 of them in there. MU, oh, that's MU. Let me see, MU. Let's take, oh, no wonder because it tried to do that at a limit. So let's take 50 off the table in MU. Cover that short. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. So, all right, so Dropbox is once again a slight little rebound, no big deal. MU, 50 shares short at $59, right? So it got a long way to get back up there. So we'll leave 50 shares short and let it roll over some more. It might end up taking another $200 of profit, whatever, down the line. RKDA, see, I already hit a spike up here. Not even worry about that, but I think it's gonna roll over some more in the end. But right now we're gonna take a little bit off the table. Let's trim that position, right? Let's trim some of that off the table. Even though it's up $3,300, you know, and now it just pulled back to like 28, so that's roughly about 500 bucks. It kind of pulled back up real quick. We'll take 400 off the table. 400 shares off the table, and that, you know, I think it's got some more downside coming with that because it's highly inflated. So we'll take, you know, yeah, we'll take 400 off the table, leave 200 shares short at $36. Right? Hold up. 400 shares. Yeah, make sure I hit the button here. All right, boom. All right. So there you go, locked in like $2,100 in profit value in that value there. Look at Fedex dropping some more. Look at Fedex just dumping some more. Oh, Fedex dumping some more. I got 20 shares left in it at $21.50, and it's dumping more here. And it just picked up an additional little, you know, they know 50, 60 bucks in that little dump there. All right. So again, same thing with Dropbox over here. It's you know, it's fighting for dear life. All right. So RKDA, not worried about it. Took the bulk of that off the table. Facebook doing, like I said, it's down in the 150s. There we go. My prediction was true. Wasn't hard to figure it out. But just like I said, it's going down in the 150s. I made that prediction early this week, like Monday. I think some of you guys that's in my Facebook, investment training group, y'all heard me talk about Facebook going into what? Going down to the what? 150s, right? We talked about that last week. I think a little bit earlier this week. There we go. There we go. It's down in the 150s now, and it's going lower. Right? That's stock I trade up what, $2,100. I'm gonna sit in it, right? Because I know it's going lower, right? And I mean, ain't no rush with that one. Definitely ain't no rush with that one. So whatever. All right. So yeah, let me. All right, man. Get ready. Close out a little bit. Again, if you guys want to jump on the panel, man, let me know. I sent the invite out to you guys. Whatever. So if you want to jump on, you can. You're welcome to jump on. We got what, 7 minutes before the market closes up, and I'll probably end up leaving out of here by the next 30, 40 minutes, or 30, 40 minutes. I'll go get my little guy. But again, I just want to open up my screen and share some of my trades going into the close here, and kind of showing what we got going on. I mean, it's all training, it's all love, it's all what we do in terms of why we do what we do. It's this stuff ain't as complicated as they like to try to make it, for us. But again, we're a family here, we're a team. Y'all know how I am. I'm a very family oriented mind person. I look at everyone out there as hey, we're a team. It's a think tank. We do this in honor of a good think tank, right? We're here to help each other. All eyes and ears on deck every day. Kind of like a soldier mentality, right? I got your back. You got my back. I got your back. Foxhole buddies, so to speak. Right? But again, it's all learning and it's all love. So that's why we're here. So look at DropBox trying to want to roll underneath that 28 so bad, guys. I think it's gonna go under. I think it's gonna go under, guys. DropBox gonna go down to 27. There we go. Boom, and it dropped literally like 25 thing to 15 cents in one drop. It's under 27 right now. So I left some shares short in DropBox, and look at it, just like I thought it was. So I figured it's gonna do that because I always typically wait within the last 10 minutes to cover off my short positions. Or if I got a long position, I would have did that, within the last 20 minutes. But a short position, I always kind of wait within that last 5 to 10 minutes, because that's when most people start saying, I'm gonna wait to the very end before I take my profit, right? And when they start taking profit, or some cases when the bulls kind of in a bad trade and they, the pride got the best of them and they don't want to kind of just go and cut their losses, and if a person shorting into that, we wait till they say they just give up and sell their shares away, which also brings that price down even more, right? So now we just like, okay, yeah, we waited it out, right? We patient, right? We waited it out, right? Right, like a sniper, sitting in a very, musky, foggy field, 3 hours, literally, they ain't moved like literally 1 inch, getting bit by ants and mosquitoes. He waited for that one nice little kill shot, waited it out, waited for the right moment, right? And we take advantage of it. Right. So again, we getting at it, guys. So it's all about, yes, right, 100% right, brother Mazai. Secure the bag. That's what we're here for. Right. I love how relaxed you are trading, not sweating them all. I need to get, yeah, but that's what it's all about. SS Trader, it's a lot of it is psychology. Like I said, a lot of it is just understanding too, natural market analysis and being able to kind of, once again, make decisions on the fly, but more importantly, know how to keep our emotions in check. Making sure we keep our, our having a goal in mind, so to speak, right? I pretty much outlined my whole little goals and plans with the trades I just, went through what you guys showing you here. And, even some of the swings I had, how I had them mapped out, how important that is to just realize, that's why we can't be doing this thing like, this is why we know it's not, gambling or whatever it is that they kind of make little references, they try to talk trash to us about. It's more than that. I mean, we are in a different league of our own, man. We're in a league of our own. People can't do the stuff we do. I mean, we know people got PhDs and physicists and mathematicians and all this stuff, and they can't suck at trading. All that mathematical so-called knowledge, though, but they suck when it comes to trading because they figure out it's not an exact science. It's not an exact science. It's a very speculative engine for a reason. And you need to know how to have balance. You need to know how to know shades of gray, basically. It's not black and white. And that comes from having an intuitive mindset. It comes from being witty, learn how to interpret that on the fly, spit it back out, compute it, right? Just learn how to make some good decisions overall in your life, which helps you become a better trader. Being balanced, right? Not removing the clutter out your life, not being distracted when you need to be focused. Making an executive decision. We make an executive decision every single trade we take, guys. Just let that marinate. Every time we take a trade, we actually make an executive decision to buy, to sell, whatever. Option, crypto, short sell, long buy, whatever. You name it, we make an executive decision every single day, guys, when we trade the market. And depending upon that decision you make, you know, it's going to determine your growth or your what? You've been in a deficit, right? So, you know, hey, you know, that's why I love what we do, because we're in a different bracket. We're in a different mindset, unlike anybody else. Everything we do is like totally, you know, next level. Totally next level stuff we're doing. Right. So, you know, again, look at DropBox now, bounced off that 29, skyrocketing back up. People closing it. Short sales are closing their positions off now. Now the stock trying to bounce back up. It picked back up dang near 70 cents off the bounce in a low of 27.84. Now it's back up to 28.50. So close to roughly about 70 to 80 cents scalp. So in that moment, if I covered down there at 27.80ish and bought it long for a quick scalp, because I knew it was going to bounce when the shorts covering their position, because shorts are covering their position, they taking a profit. You're going to have an instant little what? Spike back up, a short squeeze, so to speak. So a skilled trader will say, let me take 200-300 shares real quick, 400-500 shares real quick, right, on this asset that's obviously highly wanted and sought out, and scalp it for 20-30 cents. Right now, you pick up like 70-80 cents, 60 cents a share. Right, at 600 shares, you'd pick up a quick little, you know, you do the math on that. All right, so we got 55 seconds here, guys, going into the close of the bell. The market's getting ready to turn over. Hope you guys enjoy it. You know, watching yourselves, you know, get at this market. You know, and just like I said, enjoy you know, the fruits of our labor and what we do every day. You know, for those that do it every day or whatever. Like I said, it just you know, it's awesome. It's awesome what we do, guys. It's awesome. All I can say is awesome. Right? It just, to me, it's just, this stuff is like no-brainer kind of stuff. You know, and you know, from every moment, it's just an opportunity. It's an opportunity, guys. We're here for opportunity, period. Right. So again, about 17 seconds here before the market closes off. The bell getting ready to ring here in a second. So we'll let CNBC close us out. That's a little premature bell, but here comes the real bell on TD Ameritrade. There we go, guys. That's it. That's your market for the day. That's your market for the day. Another beat up day. You know, big day, market pullback heavily as we thought it would. We already had this stuff in mind, so we didn't panic. We just rode the wave, rode the momentum, be it up or down, like any good surfer do. You ride, you know, wave up, ride it down. Just make sure you're on the right side of the wave in any moment, so you can benefit from that, you know, that experience or that ride or that joy. All right, so again, you know, that's our market, guys. I appreciate you guys once again that stopped by, hung out with your brother. Going into the close here. Again, this is like therapy for me. I really need, you know, being able to kind of, you know, express my market analysis and, you know, just pretty much what I'm saying. But by talking my way through it, it helps me become more knowledgeable about, you know, what I do too. And I know it helps, you know, I hope it helps you guys as well. Right. I hope it really does help you guys as well. You know, because again, we're a think tank. We're a family. We're a brand, meaning we're our own brand. We're our own, you know, boss, so to speak. And, you know, from that, you know, we're looking to do some extraordinary things for our family and our futures. You know, so, you know, I hope it was beneficial. I hope we saw something. And I'll go more into that because I know a little bit. I kind of went on a little, I guess, a little, you know, real world talk moment for a session. But again, you know, in some of these cases, when I get a chance to come on and do some breakdown, we'll go over some charts like we should do. You know, go over trade, live trade, see what we got going on with that trade. See how, you know, what you saw from what I saw and how we make sense of it all. And, you know, if there's a good trade here and there, if there's a good scalp here and there, just pretty much helping each other. Again, it's all opinion based. Obviously, you know, none of us have the permission or the license to be telling people when to trade, how to trade, and where to trade, how much to trade. It's just us sharing our opinion, right? And that's what we're here for. But it's, again, we're a think tank, we're a family. So that's what we want. We want to make sure that everybody's securing the bag every day, right? I want to see you guys secure a bag every day. I hope y'all will want me to see us secure a bag every day. That's what we're here for. Right? Y'all know investing in trade is not a hater's game. It's not a hater man's game. You can't come into investing in trade as a hater. You're gonna find yourself on the wrong side some people every single day if you come in as a hater. No, we're not here to hate. We're here to boost everybody up. No matter you shorting the stock or you going long, we're here to make sure that everybody walk away with a bag. Right? And that's why I say that's why we're here, you know, in a lot of ways, and why we pay attention to these moments in life, or these scenarios, or live trades, or whatever the case. It's all for the value of making sure we can take care of some bills and take care of some business and take care of some some future endeavors. You know, so again, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys had a chance to, if you guys is new, I was just starting my little YouTube thing. I've been kind of pushing it back for the longest. People been fussing at me, saying, man, you need to start your own YouTube, whatever. Y'all know I'm not really all into all that, but I'm taking a chance, right? So this is me taking a chance on myself and coming into something a little bit new, right? So this is a new thing for me. So, bear with me. And sometimes if I seem to be maybe unclear or speaking too fast or whatever, I don't have all the bells and whistles and, all the special effects and all that stuff. At some point, I'll probably learn that. But for now, I just open up the live stream. I can go through the base program, and I know how to open it up and get the speaking. So I'm doing it from, I guess, the basic side of the house. But I'll get there at some point. So again, so if you guys want to subscribe to your brother, subscribe. I'm not the type of person to say go out and subscribe to me and follow me, all that stuff, whatever. Y'all know me, man. For some of you guys that have followed me a little bit, whatever, but I do appreciate you guys seriously for your time and sharing this moment with you guys. It's an honor. So so again, like I said, if you guys took any trades today before I get ready to get out, I got like about 15 minutes before I get ready to get out of here. If you took any trades today that you want to discuss, let's talk about it real quick. So I did send the link out for you guys to come on the panel. I don't know what happened. I guess everybody was too busy. They didn't want to come on the panel and speak live. So, but again, when I do open up these sessions like this during midday, I'm opening it up for everybody. You're welcome to come on and speak. And you see a trade out there, you want us to discuss it, and let's get on the panel. Let's speak about it, right? And that's what I love about this opportunity. Again, we building it. We build it. That's what we're supposed to. We're builders. We're master builders. Or some people call them master mason. No, we master builders. We're real master builders. Right? We go into the market and getting some gains, right? Getting a little profit, or getting that the knowledge as a whole, right? That's what's really excited about this, right? I'm excited, like I said, just to be here. So again, let me just go through the chats here. I might have missed something here and there. So everybody I didn't give a chance to roll call you. I appreciate you once again. Welcome over, Alex. I see you came in. My bad. I didn't want to overlook you. Welcome over, Alex, to the panel. Thank you for coming by, brother. Obviously, my brother Messiah. Thank you for coming through, family. Mr. Q Mason. Thank you for coming by, family. I already spoke to the family, Brandon. Thank you for coming as always. Mr. Maniac, thank you, family, for coming by. If you're still on watching, for some of you guys may already kind of cut and ran because I know it's the end of the market. You kind of went and closed your positions out and got stuff going. Thank you for coming by. You're welcome here anytime, especially when I open up here. That's what it's all about. I definitely, Edith Keon as always, definitely honored to have you here. Family, SS Trader, thank you for coming by, family. Appreciate you. Welcome here anytime. Definitely subscribe if you choose to just kind of keep up with the alerts when I do, let them go. But if not, you should get it on Twitter if I open up on Twitter. Definitely, family, you're always welcome, brother. Trade stocks or die trying. You're always welcome. You already know that. Brother Derek, brother David, again, all you guys, awesome. Hans, thank you for coming through, brother. Thank you for coming through, family, as well. Make sure I ain't miss anybody. Just honored for you guys. For some of you guys that didn't even chat that, but still just stop by and checked out, hung out with your brother for a little while. I appreciate you guys as always. Again, it's a think tank. It's a family orientated environment here. There's no pressure here, right? There's no condescending values here. There's none of that foolishness here. Not around here. I'm very family oriented. Look at me like your brother, your cousin, somebody like that. Natural conversation, and we getting after this opportunity. So no pressure around here, guys. So I appreciate you guys. Like I said a million times, I can't say it enough. And I do hope you guys obviously was able to kind of learn a lot about the market today. I was in trading it from one trade to the next. Every trade is like the last trade value in terms of how we should trade it, because it should matter, right? That's your capital. You put in the work for you. So, take it serious per every trade. Don't just say, I got this money, I can whatever. Take it serious. It matters, right? No one wants to take a loss, right? Period. I don't care how you try to value it and say it's not that big of a deal. It's always, it's capital. Don't deplete your soldiers. Don't deplete your employees from going to work for you in terms of your money. right? You need that to go to war every day, right? You're going to war every day against the market, right? The market makers and all the people like we just saw with DropBox. You know, stock is supposed to be opened up at $21, but guess what? We didn't get a chance to buy it at that price. We got the retail side of the house. We had to buy it at 29. You know, $9 markup. Everybody else on on the credit broker side of the house, they got in at 21 and $18. Right. So again, so we going to war against people like that, venture capitalists and underwriters and JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs and the Barclays and the Deutsche Banks and the TD Rose. We on the list. It's a gauntlet of them jokers. They get in at the sweet prices. Right. We got to work for our little every scrap we get. But again, it just makes it that much more profound to us in the end. All right, because we earned this right to take some of this money off the table too from the global markets perspective. Right, going to the market, secure that bag. All right, so yeah, see, brother Al, you say, how do I jump on? Yeah, I was trying to send the link out. I guess nobody want to get on. I know you came in late. I didn't get a chance to even type it in. I could have added you on. So yeah, but I'm getting ready to get out of here now, so I don't know if it really matters, but we'll do it again. Obviously, you guys know. So for some of you guys don't know, we got our introduction to investment workshop, training workshop going on right now. We have it rescheduled. We didn't do it this past Thursday. We normally do it every Thursday at 8:30. And it's for people that obviously came in that want to get some ground level, and also some intermediate traders that want to get a little back end fundamental breakdown to kind of getting their psychology back in the game and going over some base stuff to kind of improve their trading. And it's set up in a donation base, but obviously, guys voted on the value of it, whatever. But regardless of that, it's just about really putting in some, putting in the work and the time to sharpen down our skill set, or to inculcate a new skill set in terms of investor and trader. For some of you guys starting out from ground zero, but again, to me, I think there's no better way to learn than a family-oriented environment. People that actually have your best interest in mind, people that want to see you succeed, people don't look at you like you less than, all that kind of dumb stuff like that. It's like, let's go through this progression. Let's go through this natural progression. Let's take it serious, right? Let's learn this. Let's want this. I know we got lives outside of this, and you got families and so forth on, but in the free time you got, you should be studying. You should be asking questions. You should be, looking at the market in a way where, how is this thing gonna bankroll me into a retirement early? How is this gonna pay my mortgage off? How is this gonna pay my car note off? How is this gonna pay my student loan debt off? How is this gonna, pay for my wife's engagement ring, or my husband, his little ring on that side of the house, of the marriage, or excuse me, whatever, right? So I mean, whatever you use it for. How is it gonna put my child through college? Right? If you want to send your children to college or whatever, again, the market will pay for it all if you know how to do it right. I can't keep reiterating that enough. All right, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to learn this every single day, the best of my ability. I take it serious. Sometimes up late in the AM hours, studying and watching charts and going over stuff. Hey, it's serious. I take it that serious. Right. So again, hey. I got to see myself, turn this thing into the kind of profitability that I know is value and is worth in terms of my time that I'm investing in. Because you really investing more of your time into it than your capital. Because your time is more precious than money. Let that marinate. Your time is more precious and valuable than money. We know money is a tool, whatever the case. But if you got some knowledge and time to put in the time to learn some knowledge, you can even get most of the things you want out of life anyway without you have to use money. Let that marinate. Learn how to monetize your intellect, basically. Learn how to monetize your time. Learn how to put the value of your hard work into play in a way where, as my, family members will always say, my uncles, and you say, and we heard motivational speakers say the same thing. You're winning when you turn your passion into a paycheck. Let that marinate. You're winning at life when you learn how to turn your passion into a paycheck. Your passion now into a paycheck. For some of you guys, the market is your passion now. And you find out that it can write you a really big paycheck. But ultimately, in the end, you get up every day excited to want to trade the market and go after, securing a bag, so to speak. So again, I'm gonna leave on that note. That's a t-shirt. Y'all know me, I got these little t-shirt slogans I got going on for some of you guys that have been following me in my introduction to investment workshop. But yeah, I love throwing out these t-shirt slogans, right? Because we need to wear these things on our chest. We need to brand the lifestyle that we want to have and not, want to live. Right? I want to just keep walking around with everybody else, brands all the time. And I want to put my own brand out there, my own mantras of life or my own monikers. Right? Your passion, your passion should become your what? Be the thing to write your paycheck, basically, at the end of the day. When you turn your passion into your paycheck, you living, basically. So again, humble and hungry, power and profit. I got several of them out there, but y'all get it. But we live for this, basically. So again, guys, appreciate it. Let me get ready to get out of here, go get my little one from the daycare. All right, got to go through my dad's daycare session. Some of you guys have been following me for over a year. Y'all know I've been going through this early, ever since he was a tiny little something. I had him by my side, but now he's at the care center. So which is kind of odd, but we're getting through it. All right, yeah. So $500 a day keeps the job away. You better say that, family. You better say that, right? $500 a day keeps the job away. Let me drop a bomb on that. I wish I had one of those sound effects like some of these guys with these little sound effect, little counts and all that stuff. I'm gonna drop I do a emoticon bomb on there or something. Let me see if I can find that bomb. But that's it, literally. Making the money you need, or making generating the income you need to keep yourselves free from having to go to wait on somebody else to pay you what you deserve it to. Obviously, you're worth a lot more, but ultimately in the end, you're doing this on your time, right? Under your dime, under your dollar, under your mindset. It's no better feeling. Period. Don't let people try to convince you otherwise too, because if they do, they lying. Don't nobody get up excited to go work for somebody else and build their dreams and hopes up and then overlook their own to the point where they got to give up at least 12 hours of their day, right? To somebody else during the best time of the day. You locked in on somebody else's job and can't even leave without asking permission. Not today, not on my watch, right? Hey, I'm gonna drop a bomb on that one. So again, that's why we here. And the goal that we all learn this too, so we can do the same thing and help each other get it too. So help each other, help your brothers and your sisters. Don't be walk around like you got all the juice and can't know how to do what you do, right? No, share that knowledge. Share it. It'll make you a better person, a better trader, a better investor. I guarantee when you open up yourself like that to others and you make those kind of sacrifices in your time, it makes you better, because it makes you always want to work twice as hard to be on top of your game, to give people what? Quality content, quality information, right? Quality attributes and respect and dignity and the things that come along with just being a good person, that makes you even trade better, because you don't have all this clutter in your mind, all this old toxic garbage in your mind all the time, all this old, ultra, you just extra vulgarity, everything, whatever. I ain't down in that, and you do what you do, but you need to have a clear conscience when you trade the market. You don't need to have distractions going on in your head, right? Y'all know what I'm saying too. Y'all know exactly what I'm saying. But again, that's another conversation for another day. But again, we're gonna have our little our session 6 to our introduction to investment workshop this Sunday. For now, I think the guys voted at 2 p.m. So for you guys that don't know, Sunday at 2 p.m. for you guys that's actually going through the workshop. That's the time we have allotted now thus far, unless something changes. And I'll make sure I send out the emails or write it in the Facebook group, whatever. So we'll make sure we'll be on point for that. We'll make up for this past Thursday. And going forward, obviously one more week or so, while, the E-Boys is away on Gov business. So that kind of freed me back up a little bit. It's been obviously a tumultuous month for me. But again, just under pressure a little bit, but this helps. This is the therapy. All right. So again, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, guys. I appreciate you again. Shemotep, shalom. Appreciate you guys for coming in. All the different greetings out there, salutations, Dunkashin, whatever, all that, all the nationalities, whatever, languages, whatever. Thank you guys for coming out. Asante, the whole nine. I appreciate you guys. So Shemotep, Uncle Josh Snell, Power and Profit to the family. Appreciate you guys for coming by, stop through, hanging out with your brother this afternoon. Going to the close, watching this market go down live. You guys are awesome as always, extraordinary beings. Never forget that. If nobody else never tell you that, I'll be the first one to tell you that. And I'm saying that with a straight face, look you dead in your face. You are extraordinary, extraordinary being, right? Don't let nobody tell you different. You're doing something that most people are afraid to do, and I'm not necessarily going to call them cowards, but they're wimps, right? You trade in global financial markets. You find a way to secure you some supplemental income. You find a way to go out there and get you a bag, right? Under your time and your dime, under your knowledge or whatever the case, and you're not dependent on somebody else to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes you extraordinary. And then on top of that, at any given moment, you can wake up and be what? Six figures a set, whatever, a lot more wealthier. And the skill set alone that you're going to pass off to your kids and you share it with your siblings and your family members is priceless. So let that marinate. Be a student, right? at all times. Be a student at all times. Even when you're teaching, still be a student. Right. So, all right. So, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming through, Brother Masai, Mr. Q Mason, Brother Alex, SS Trader, Trade Stocks Triumph, Eva Kiana, Derek, my brother Derek, the whole nine, David, all you guys. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, closing out. Power and Profit. I'll see you guys later. See you on this, in this courtroom, Twitter, Stock Twits, Facebook message group, so forth on. All right, peace, guys. Peace, family.